Hi, welcome to Timber Creek Farm. I'm Janet and I am in the chicken area this morning. It's really bright here, so I hope this video quality comes out okay. I wanted to go over some important information about your chicken and your livestock's waterers today and how important it is to keep them clean and why. Most of the time, if you have a larger flock, you're probably on a well water situation, or maybe, I don't know, but you probably have water that isn't treated, isn't city water. If you have city water, or you have like your own municipal water tank that's treated, you're probably not going to see as much of this as I'm going to show you, because the water's treated and it won't have natural algae growing particles in it and iron. So just be aware that your water probably, if you're in a smaller situation, you're probably not going to have this problem that I have. First of all, let me just tip this down a little bit and show you some of the waterers that are available for your flock. So this is a galvanized pan. We don't use this for water, and I don't even use it for feed anymore. One reason is they get really hot. Nobody wants to put their little tender little sheep lips down in here and eat out of this pan. Plus, you can see that it's rusted just from being out in the weather. And our water is extremely full of iron, so I definitely don't need to add more iron to this pan. So we don't use these anymore for our livestock. We have some of these. This one was really dirty, so I was trying to clean it out. We have some of these plastic waterers. I don't like them. I use them if I have a big flock of chicks, but as soon as I can, I switch to a tub waterer once they're not going to drown, once they're not going to get into it and make a huge mess. This one was sitting around. I'm sorry for the mud in it. I just dug it out and wanted to show you. I don't like them because you have to clean in there. You can see how rusty it is. It's just nasty. It looks nasty all the time, even when it's clean. I don't like it. Galvanized waterers are very nice. They're 2 pieces. You fill it up. You have a little thing here that when the top gets put back on, it releases the flow of water. They're nice. I find the same problem. You can see rust on it. Everything here rusts. I just can't. So anyway, what we found works for us are these rubber feeding tubs. We use them for both feed and water. I'm not sure if that's going to show up in there. I'm going to show you. I think you can see that it's a little green and slimy. I pulled these out this morning while they were still wet because I wanted to show you how I clean them. It's really simple. I try not to let it get this bad. So it depends on the weather, how much iron is in our water, and solutions fall out of solution when certain temperatures are hit. We also have algae, so some of this is algae growth. This one's definitely iron. This one has a greener sheen to it, so I think that has some algae. Very simple solution to this, and one that I do frequently during the week for all of our animals, including the goats and sheep buckets. And I just dropped you into the water pan, but let me just bring you back out here. That's live video for you, isn't it fun? Okay, so vinegar is my go-to cleaning solution here at the farm because it's non-toxic. It doesn't stick around and make a problem. It doesn't change the taste of the water once it's rinsed out. It's all nice and clean. You can use either one, apple cider vinegar or distilled white. They both clean. This is cheap vinegar. This is not the kind with the mother in it with the good probiotics. This is just apple cider vinegar from, the gallon jug at the store. it's diluted with water. This isn't the kind that you want to put in the water for some probiotic action with your chickens. This is just vinegar, flavoring vinegar or whatever, which is fine for its purpose. Just didn't want you to get confused. So anyway, I just take my gallon jug of vinegar. I actually prefer to use the white. I just like the way it smells for cleaning. I just put a glob in each, glunk. I don't measure anything. I don't measure when I cook either, so there's that. And then I pick up my brush. My brush is nothing special. I think it's a wallpaper brush, but since I failed at wallpapering anything, this ended up in the tool shed, and I found it one day, and it's actually really good for scrubbing these rubber pans. So I just give it a good scrub. And you can use any brush. You don't have to go get a wallpaper brush. Just any brush will work. Something strong enough to scrub, scrub brush from the dollar store, if that works for you. If you have small crevices that you really want to get clean, you can get an old toothbrush. Make sure it's an old toothbrush. Don't use your toothbrush. Just have to say those kind of things because you never know. I don't want somebody to come back and tell me they used their toothbrush and then they got salmonella or something. So scrub it all out. I'm outside, so I can just dump it out. I have a bucket of water here because I don't have the hose on. Just kind of rinse it out. Give it a good rinse, and it's on its way to being clean. I'm probably going to go over it one more time, but then that'll be ready to get refilled again, put back in the chicken area. Do the same thing for your goat buckets, your horse buckets, any buckets that get this icky film on them. Could come, like I said, from algae or rust. Read a really good article recently by Gail Damerow. I'm gonna put that site in the notes, in the description section for you to read. It's an excellent article about the science of the biofilm and how it works, how it all comes together, and why it's good to clean that out. It does change the taste of the water, and you can see that when you have a scummy bucket, they don't drink as much, and that's really bad in the summer. You really don't want that going on. You want them to be well hydrated. So it's definitely important, not just for aesthetics and like, oh, that looks really gross kind of thing, but really for their health. It's important to keep your waters clean, refresh them. Refreshing them even in between the times that you scrub with this will help somewhat. Just dumping it out every day or twice a day, depending on your weather and your water. Make sure that they have fresh water, and then if you put in fresh water and there's a little bit of scum in there, it's probably going to be okay, but you don't want it to build up to be a lot of scum, and then it's just kind of taking over and everything you put in there is going to taste bad. Just think about, if you left a glass of water out, how it would taste. It doesn't taste good the next day if you left it sit out, even on the counter in your house. It's not fresh. So just, simple little things you can do to make your chickens healthier in the summer. And even all winter, because where we are, we don't really have a really cold winter, so we get a lot of up and down temperatures, which actually stimulates the growth of the algae, and if they get some sunlight and a warm day, even in the winter, the water starts to look icky. So just some things you can do that are simple. Keep your flock healthy, keep your goats and sheep healthy, and everybody will be a lot easier to maintain in the long run. So y'all have a good day. Go change those waterers. Talk to you soon.